Okay, welcome to semester 4 workshops. So within this workshop, as I previously described, I'm going to cover syllabus in a very short time duration and also with a very effective way, right? So today our module is Agile Software Development. I hope entire module we can conduct that. And right, without wasting much time, I'll share the screen. And also one thing I want to notify to you. So I'm conducting sessions with actually pre Zoom channel. So pre Zoom account. So within 40 minutes, it will be automatically cut. After that, you have to wait 10 minutes. It means after 40 minutes, it means we'll say around 6:40, we are getting a small break of 10 minutes. After that 10 minutes, you have to again rejoin with the same link, right? Then we can conduct the next session like that. And as you need some time for your religious works, also you can do that. And when its time is nearer, you just put me a message to the chat box. Right. Okay. We'll going to conduct the session from here. So this subject, Agile Software Development, let me show the syllabus that we have to cover. Right. So there are altogether 9 lessons we have to cover. So within today's session, I don't know whether it's possible, but we'll try to end 5 lessons. 1, 2, 3.5 lessons, right? Okay, I'm moving to our subject. So first of all, Agile Software Development. Don't take this subject as a theory. So sometimes we are saying, oh, there are so many theories we have to study. There are so many things read by heart. No, these are actually the concepts. Also, you can relate it into your life as well. So take it as concepts. When you take these concepts into your mind, actually doing this degree means you must be able to develop a good software and like that, right? So in order to develop a software, not just coding, there must be good practices and concepts. So those concepts we have to go with the practicals. So that concepts are shaping from this subject, and this subject is really valuable and very interesting, right? Not just theory dot, right? So we'll move to the first unit, very first unit, that is Introduction to Agile Software Development. Right. First, agility. The agile means, the word agility means changing. Simply agility means changing. So when we take another definition according to your VLE manuals, the ability to both create and respond to change. So here the highlighting word is change. So change in what? Change in requirements, change in designing, implementation, change in technology, changes in team, changes in user, client contracts. So everything can be changed. Actually, the reality is that, right? Every time it will be change in requirements, we have to meet with those things, we have to deal with those things. So agile software development is not restrict to this change, instead we respond to this change. So in traditional software development, we are afraid of changes actually. We have to say to customer, so don't change requirements. We have fixed that part. Now we are in the development part. Sorry, we can't add that. In that is traditional software development. But agile software development, we are welcoming changes. Okay, we can adjust that. Likewise, we are welcoming changes. Right. So in here, so this is the cost of the change curve. It means in agile, it changes are welcome, as I already said. But in traditional, we are restricted the changes. We are not accepting the changes. So that is the main difference between agile and the traditional software development. Maybe a question can come with that scenario. What is the difference between agile and traditional software development, right? Also, if we actually we must finish this uh, quickly, and after that we are moving to some questions even about the past paper questions we are going to discuss, right? So in brief, agile software development is develop software products using short iterations with flexibility and efficiently. Actually, this is the thing that we are doing the workshop also. We are using some agile approach in our workshop as well. Why I am saying so? Because we develop software here, the software in the agile software development with very short iterations, with flexible and efficiently. Here in our workshops also, we are doing very short iterations. We are not conducting workshop from 8 a.m. until to 9 p.m. like that. Whole day, no. It's small, very short iterations. Maybe just 40 minutes like that. Short iterations. But with flexible and very effectively efficiency. Right. In agile principles, there are some principles behind the agile. Actually, there are 12 principles, but don't confuse with these two terms. There are 12 principles, it's true, but when we take those principles to one, just like a nutshell means in a brief way, in a summarized way, we can summarize all those principles into some set of points. So I am showing those points. Why I'm using this presentation, this content. Always these presentations are based on VLE notes, right? Every time, even you are doing some other subjects, even if you are not going to classes, if you try to do self-study even in the next semesters as well, it's okay, but always try to depend on the VLE manuals. Even whether you go anywhere, you have to make sure those are created based on VLE manuals, because we have to uh, get the points from VLE manuals itself. So in this presentation also, I'm getting the same content from the VLE manuals based on that, and arranging in a way of, I have organized the facts in a way of to get those things effectively and in a very fast, in very speed manner. But however, all these things are within the VLE manuals, not out of syllabus or not some Google search contents, right? Right. When we take nutshell, it means just like a brief summary. All are saying about one is eliminate waste. So don't waste your time, don't waste your resources. In the agile software development, it says us to eliminate waste. Build quality in. It means build quality in overall process, not only the inputs, not only the output. You have to build quality in everywhere. That is called build quality in. So next concept is deliver fast. So in traditional software development, normally we are getting too much time to deliver the software. Until it is going to be end fully, we are not delivering it to the customer. But in agile software development, we are trying to develop it very fast, and we are giving just like maybe within a week we are giving part of the software. Just like that, we are quickly delivering. Fast delivering is there, and improve the system. So we are not keeping monotonous systems. We are always updating and improving those systems. And defer commitment. So always you have to do a better commitment towards to that hard dedication, not hard actually, it must be very good dedication. Respect people. That is also inside the agile principles, right? Always you have to respect to others as well within your team. You have to work with the team and always respect to others. Right. And create knowledge. So that is also inside the principles. You have to create knowledge, analyze knowledge, and create new knowledge behind these things. Right. And these are the some practices that you can follow when you are using agile software methodology. One is version control. So we have to be agree with one version. So for example, even you are getting software, maybe you know about as you have finish the semester 3, there is hand software, even PHP, uh, uh, that language, and also some Apache versions was there in semester 3 as well. Within there, if you use one version and after that the next part you are using another version, so that is not matching. So that is why we say we must agree on a one version. So normally in the development field, we are doing some version control. That is one thing. And setting coding standards, that is very important thing when you are doing coding. Now, as you in the second year, you have some idea and also some practice in the coding. So coding means not just typing and getting output, getting just any kind of user interface. No, you have to set the coding standards. It means if you are defining a variable, so there must be some standard. In some companies or some teams agree on, okay, we'll within two words, just like if there is a variable called my name, we'll define that as uh, my underscore and after that name. Likewise, there are some coding standards. So that is means just like this. So I will declare variable with PHP language dollar my name. So if this is the standard for declaring variables, all variables must be in this manner. That is set standard. Standard. It means if we are going to declare a variable within the same software, like we'll say NIC number, right? Then within two words, you always have to use this underscore. Likewise. So if it is not, you can use this type of standard my and n capital and like this, because we are not keeping spaces in between, no, like that. So those are some standards, and also keeping indentations, those things, right? The next thing is giving weekly demos to your stakeholders. You have to give the software weekly. You have to release the software week by week. Once you develop some part, then you can deliver it like that. Right. So these are some of the, as we discussed, some of the practices. Then we move into agile development. What is focusing on? Actually, it focusing three success. Okay, sorry, I was disconnected. Here, there is small raining here. That's why. Okay, I'll again share the screen. Right. So we were talking about the agile software development. What are the focusing areas? So it sets the not only the organizational success, actually it is achieving personal success, also the technical success. Both these three successes, organization must be success by by personal success must be achieved from their self satisfaction, like that, right? And also technical success, what are the current versions we are using, new technologies we are using. Likewise, if all three successes met each other, then we say that is a good great development, right? Then we are moving to most important part about our agile section, agile manifesto. It is just like a doctrine. In every religion, there is some concepts like, no, so within your religion also, maybe some set of things that you have to believe, trust in, like that, and you are observing those things just like that. So in even in other religions also there are another parts, just like in agile software development, you can take this as just like that. A manifesto, some kind of doctrine. It means every time you must be within these, you must obey to these things. It is not rules, but by heart you have to follow these things. That's why I'm putting religion word to here, right? So we are normally we are practicing religion means not we are using within the rules, right? So but we are behave like that, we are taking it into our mind like that. Agile manifesto is something like that. You have to think in a very good manner about these manifesto. So we'll get what are these things: individuals and interactions over processes and tools. So at the end of this session, you must be able to keep these things in your heart, right? It means, so these are very simple to take into mind if you understand. That's the only reason. So individuals and interactions, right? Every time over process and tools. within Agile Manifesto, this is the pattern we are expressing it. There are two sections, right? And in between there is a word called over. Over means, so this is better, this is more better than this, right? It means this is not correct. No, no. We are not saying that. This also should be. But this section is more valuable than this, right? So it means individuals and interactions are more important than processes and tools. Did I say processes and tools are not worthy, not valuable? No, there should be. But in agile development, right? Processes, tools, there should be. Tools means a different kind of softwares and hardwares, those tools. And there are different kind of processes. Without tools, without processes, can we develop a software? Can't. There must be. But more than that, focus on individuals and interaction. What does it say? More than that, you have to worry about your person, your team members, and the interactions behind those, uh, among those team members, how that interaction happens, how they work together, are they communicate well each other, those things matters than processes and tools. In nowadays we are always worried about technology, phone version and our software version. We sometimes say in our company we are using this kind of processes, this kind of tools, the latest software we are building with these latest technologies, like that. But sometimes openly we forget about team, people. All those things are doing performing by people, right? And persons, the team. So if the team are in not satisfied mood, they are not performing their job role in very well, isn't it? So sometimes we are thinking, our company is like that, like so. But sometimes employees going to be resigned immediately without even any kind of proper notifications, so they are fed up with the process, like that. So it says always try to think about more important individuals and interactions than process and tools. Process and tools must be, but you have to focus more about individuals and interactions, right? The next point, work in software over comprehensive documentation. Comprehensive means we are normally uh, keeping some ordered manner documentation. Even when you are passing to the, so this is Sem4, right? In next year, you are going to the final year student. So there you have to develop a software by your own. And so when you are doing so, you also have to present a documentation we called in the BIT process, that is a dissertation, right? Dissertation actually is just like a report. So in that report, we are describing each and everything about our software, the process we use, and what are the things we are using the things, and we are explaining even coding we use there, like that. So that is a documentation, not only in BIT process project development, in any project development. If you have some kind of idea, at least as an intern about a software company, so even we are moving to the industry manner, they are developing softwares, and also parallel there is some documentation related to that. Also, SRS is there, project report is there, user stories are documented, like that. So here it says there should be documentations, ordered manner, well organized manner, there should be, right? But sometimes when it comes to documentation, it is fully correct and there is very good manner and report is good. But software, there are errors. So is it good? No. In our BID process also we see some students doing like that. When it comes to dissertation report, they are submitting it in a very good manner. When we read that, we feel that this software is really worth. But when that student comes to Viva, we see that they didn't do anything like that. They are just saying this is the features, this is like that. But when it comes to the present to the software, they are actually, it is not working at least sometimes. So it is not good. So here it says you have to consider more about working software. Finally, we must have the working software, right? Over comprehensive documentation. Don't focus only about the documentation, but the real output must be the working software, right? So the second point is working software is more important than too much lengthy documentation. So you have to think about that. So the third one, just only 4 manifestos you have to remember. Third one is customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. It means there must be contract. Sorry, once again, it was dropped my connection because I think about the bad weather conditions. That's why, right? I'll again the share screen. I'll again share the screen, right? We are in the third manifesto, customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Every time, even if you did, maybe you are doing software development very in a small manner, maybe just a freelancer, starting up freelancer like that, right? Even you develop a software for your friend, maybe to a friend, maybe some known person. But so then in that scenario also, that person is a customer of you. So always keep a contract. There must be a contract every time. In company environment, there must be, even if you are developing software by yourself, but there must be a contract. So within the contract, we are mentioning at how much responsible we are, if there are some maintenance part, how much we are responsible for that. So if you are giving some amount of time for that, and also some resources, how much you put in that, and what is the cost of the software, everything in terms of there must be included within the contract. Yeah, there should be a contract like that. But more important than the contract, customer collaboration is more important. Sometimes we are moving on the contract, that's true, but if you can build up a good relationship with the customer, good collaboration with the customer, it is more important even than the contract, right? So that is, if you are using good relationship with the customer, very friendly manner, friendly but professional, it should be also there. Friendly professional manner is called the collaboration, good collaboration. Then your process will be very smooth, it is easy to handle, right? So like that. So the last manifesto is responding to change over following a plan. Responding to change over following a plan. It means there should be some kind of plan. It's true. When we are going to develop this, when we are going to deliver this software, how much time we are going to spend, and what is the deadline for the first release and the second release, what is the third release we are going to do, like that. There must be overall plan. That should be. But we have to face lot of unexpected changes during this process. So then we must be able to respond to that change, right? Responding to that change and achieving the targets. So we'll say there is a plan, but even maybe we have to adjust some things because there are so many changes within that. So then you have to adjust with that in a effective manner. So in life as well, we maybe have some kind of plan. Okay, within this time I'll achieve my degree, and when it comes to this age, I'm going to job my first job, like that. But sometimes we are unable to fulfill those things. So then we have to adjust, responding to change. That is the thing you have to do in a better way. It doesn't mean that. Not having plan at all. There is plan, but if there are some changes, we must be able to respond according to that. Right, so I just add some pictures, images only. When you're playing the sites in the PDF also, you can just go through and you can match these things within that. So just like when it comes to here, try to remember the manifesto that is illustrate from this picture, right? So because this is a question or a point that maybe there is a question like write agile manifesto like that. These four you have to write as it is because these are some kind of manifesto. No? As it is, you have to write down. So other concepts that I have already said, you can write it by your words. That doesn't matter. So what is mean by agile? So those definitions you can write, take the idea into mind and you can write it with your words. That is okay. But this manifesto is, yeah, that is you have to use these same words. Right, so you have to read it by heart and remember it very carefully. So in the first picture, individuals and interactions over process and tools. So don't worry only about the processes, tools all the day. Talk with your team and also build a good professional relation with your team and other persons. So this is individuals and interactions over process and tools. What about this? You can also think about from your side as well. So this is work in software over comprehensive documentation. So load in the documentation and showing uh, just like a big project, but it doesn't work, so it doesn't value more, right? So you have to think about not only the documentation, but more important is working software. That is the main thing that we have to consider. And the third principle, there should be a contract, that is true, but customer collaboration is more important, right? Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. So this is third one. And the last one that I have said, explain, maybe your plan is like this, your plan you are building like this, even in software development, even in your life as well. So in Sem4 also. So if you have a target like when it over the Sem3, I don't know whether you got the good results or not in Sem3. Maybe most of the times you are, but then you are thinking about time. I will done my Sem4 also in a very good manner, more than even Sem3. But time has gone, and then your plan was like this, but then you have to adjust with the process. There is limited time, but still you can achieve the target. Here also shows you it doesn't mean you cannot achieve the target. You can, but you have to respond to change. Now you can't use the same just like 4 months. There is only 2 months. Then you have to change the process and respond according to. So this is the this diagram illustrates responding to change. Maybe this is the road that you have to go through. Responding to change over following a plan. Over following a plan. Right. So this is Agile Manifesto. So that is really important part. You can gain some marks from that. So even you can explain that thing if you have a question like that. You can explain with those ideas. Right. Then we are moving to agile software development methodologies. So there are different methodologies: Scrum, Kanban, Crystal, XP, FTD, RUP, DSTM. So all those things are example for agile software development. But within our syllabus, we are only worrying about 2, 3 things, especially Scrum. We are going to talk about Scrum and Kanban, very small things. In the entire syllabus, there is only very few things about the Kanban. Also, here it doesn't mention another approach is called Lean. So those things we roughly discuss, but mainly we are focusing about Scrum methodology, right? So we'll start with lean methodology. So here it doesn't add the term lean. Lean is also an example for agile software development. So in lean, we are not going to worry about the process or anything. Even in your BLE manuals, you can check with that. So there are no what is the lean process, how it builds, what is the team using, no, nothing. Just only very small thing you have to remember with the lean. There are five core pillars of lean thinking. Lean means software development approach, agile software development approach. So there are five main concepts. Pillars means just like that. How you develop software with lean approach, this is how you have to think, right? So we'll look. One is you have to worry about these things. Value of the uh, thing that you are doing. Every time you have to assess the value. So no need to explanations as well. Just only remember these four pillars, right? Value. It means every time you have to think about the work's value, whether it is important to do this task. And value is stream. How you add the value for that particular task. And flow, how you are actually flow means the process. How you going to achieve that. And pull. So what are the things you are going to input this? Every time those pulling means taking inside like that. What are the things that you are going to make it insert? And perfection. So this doesn't mean correct, the last one. Perfection under lean principle, that is under lean core pillars, there is, right? But lean means actually all methodology. Now we are not using that. So in nowadays in companies, very popular approaches is Scrum. So within the Scrum, we are going to talk about actually perfection is not good, right? That's why I'm adding that point. However, under lean principles, lean values, there is perfection also. It means we are going to do it to the best. Right. Then there are some lean practices also. Just like in Agile Manifesto, there are some concepts and things like that. So some things behind lean. Accept the human condition. So it is just very good manner like that, isn't it? Accept the human condition. It means actually there is four pillars called perfection. Here says accept the human condition. Sometimes even in our approach also, not only for the software development. That software development actually it is must. Normally, when we are in a very calm mind and very energetic mind, we can perform it well, isn't it? So if you feel very tired, even you have good motivation, you can't concentrate on the coding or anything. So that is why we say accept the human condition. Also, there is a very interesting fact about this agile principle. It says uh, normally you have to work with your energetic time, right? Energetic time, because if you are doing some work in your energetic time, it will take very small time to perform. Sometimes you, as you have motivation, you are thinking, yeah, I must do this work like that, but it just only the wasting time. You can't concentrate on maybe just only 1 hour work. You are getting that, maybe you are sleepy like that, you are getting 3 hours for that. But if you perform it in an energetic time, just to give up now and you can do it in the next morning, then you get just only one hour. Like that, you have to accept the condition of the human. And again, another thing is accept that complexity and uncertainty are natural to knowledge work. So it says actually very practical ways. Accept the complexity and uncertainty. In Agile also we can see uncertainty. In life is also there is uncertainty. In software development also there is uncertainty. Uncertainty means changing. That is the main thing about Agile. Everything will be changed. Change in requirements, change in contracts, right? Change in deadlines, like that. Every time you have to accept that. That is natural. And accept that complex, this is a complex process. And also you have to face with uncertainty. You have to accept that, right? The next thing is under practices, work towards a better economic outcome. Actually that must be the main goal of us, and we have to achieve a better economic outcome and try to work towards that and enable better sociological outcome, not just only delivering software and no human interactions. No, You have to be with very sociological outcome. A better output must be given with the team also. And seek, embrace, question ideas from a wide range of disciplines. Always seek and embrace new knowledge and question where you have to question. Like that, you have to improve your knowledge. That is the thing uh, within this point. And the last one, a value-based community enhance the speed and depth of positive change. So we always think talking about changing, and don't forget every time you have to get embrace positive change, not a negative thing. So value-based community, a good value-based team, and you have to enhance the speed and good positive changes are welcome. So that is mainly about lean practices. So those are the lean practices. And same like that, next we are going to talk about some lean principles. In Agile there is principles, but we didn't talk in detail still. We just talk in nutshell, right? So here there are 7 principles of lean. 7 principles of lean. So we'll go through those 7 principles. After taking a small break, again rejoin at 6:50. Yeah, 6:50 like that. No, 6:55 we'll say. 6:55. Uh, Again rejoin. We'll continue from there.